Good morning, everyone. EightBitsaByte here with a happy Sunday. I remembered what day it was. Oh. Yes, today is Sunday, and I got a bunch done yesterday, so I feel kind of good with the game stuff, right? But game wise, I saw this. Sort of been in these fun little like co-op game styles, right? So it's called Lazy River, and it it actually looks pretty good. Um, like it's definitely a little co-op game. I wonder if it's on Lazy River Steam. Yeah, here we are. So there's only coming soon is early access, so it's not released yet, but it is a little co-op game where you have people running around. You build like stuff on a raft to go around the lazy river. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I like those games. Yeah. There's a game, something chameleon. What is it called? It's Mecha. There it is. Mecha Chameleon. Now this looks fun, and I think we're gonna try to play it today if we can get some other people in with it on Jeep and Stream later this afternoon. Right? It is a game where you hunt your friends, but your friends get to paint themselves into the environment. It just looks like it's a lot of fun. So, hopefully we'll be able to play that for a little bit later today. And as always, you can join the web whiteboard, right? So the link should be just there in chat. You can join it, come in here, and draw or work on the game dev stuff, because I'll probably move it over and start doing some stuff here in a little while. But that's kind of it this morning. Don't have a whole lot. Oh, we are going to a new coffee shop. Drop Cafe, I think it's called here. We're gonna go here later and check it out. It looks like it has some really good food. It's kind of like Turkish style, and it's just neat, right? So looking forward to it. Try out some new stuff. We like finding new places to go. All right. Well, I think we're just gonna drop straight in and try to work on some stuff. Switch that over. All right. So yesterday, I did a bunch of things. I worked. Oh, you know what I'm missing? There we are. Get the music channel back on. All right. So, kind of missing. Well, I was missing that. All right, let's just get the game up and running. We'll talk about what I was able to get done yesterday. All right, so I worked on the skill tree a little bit. This title is still a little big, and I feel like this needs to come up a little bit, but it's being worked on, right? So we have 2 skills. We got health boost and dancing blades, which, if you have the skill points, work really nice now. And I fixed it so the light source is off when you're in here and goes away when you're not. So, yeah. All right. So what we're going to do is we'll come in here, we'll cheat, we'll give ourselves the first 3 quests basically being done. Brings you to about a level 3, right? We'll hit K. So now I have 2 skill points to use, and we'll take the first one. Right, so that adds an overall boost to your health for 10 points. And we're going to give ourselves Dancing Blades, an AoE attack that will target all the enemies at once. Right? So now we have those. And we'll come in and attack this one. So I'm running into one particular problem, though. Like, I can do normal attacks, right? And then choose another normal attack to do. I'm running into a scenario with the dancing blades, though. I'm trying to think it through. So when we use it, so now we have special, we have dancing blade, right? This, I think it will end up being over here because you'll be able to choose a couple things based on what you have available. And if we use it, let me get a new combat that has multiple enemies, right? This will work. So we'll choose it, right? We hit E. It attacks all the enemies at once, right? But now, I can target I can target a new enemy after using dancing blades, but I can't choose a new attack with it. And Homeless, you are first. Welcome in. Yes, you get the award badge. And she knew. She popped up. She was like, "Oh, it's Homeless." Right, Sophie? Yes, you did. All right. Switch over. She can have a little bigger than normal treat today for the first one. So what are you up to, Homeless? Maybe the word homeless is as bad as the T word at this point. True. It could be. So what we're currently looking at is I added in some new skill abilities, right? So we can go to attack, we can go to special. We have dancing blade now, and we hit and use that. It will attack all the enemies at once, right? But it's not letting me go straight to attack. Like, I can't use it again. You're just chilling, about to make Homeless Jr. some pancakes. Nice. I don't know if you've ever seen the TV show Alien Resident. Well, the new season is out. And we started watching it last night. We love that series. It's so good. All right, let's finish up this one. And the other thing I managed to finish yesterday was adding in treasure chests. So now, yeah. Okay, here. Or was it, maybe it's Resident Alien. That might be it. I said Alien Resident. But this is it. It is drastically funny, right? Absolutely well worth it. And now there's four seasons. So it's doing well with it. And Alan Tudyk here. he's so funny. He's a really good voice actor, but does really well acting. I first came across him in the Firefly series. Yeah, really good actor. All right, so yesterday, like I said, I managed to get these chests working as well. So if you come up, you can press E. It will open the chest, and a copper symbol pops up with how much you're getting, right? And to confirm, did it take away my copper? Why am I at 21? Nope, that added it. All right. I don't know what happened there. And QMetal, welcome in. How you doing? All right, let's go do another one here. This one will be good. We have 3 enemies, right? So we can hit attack, special, dancing blade, right? And you see how all the enemies are targeted. And when you use it, they all get hit. So that is almost working all the way, right? I need to fine tune it just a little bit. So what's not working is right now that I've used it, I can select, or I could on the your first one, right? But I can't use E to go into another attack. If we come back, no. Inventory? It's letting me use inventory, but it won't let me do another attack. So we have to end turn. The front row does its attacks. Then we come back in. And now I can do attacks. So that is where currently the only issue with it. But like I said, I also got the treasure chest working. So it's set to a high chance right now that it drops, so I can test it. But it will be set to a random percent. I think I'm probably gonna have it only 15% of the time that this thing will drop. All right. We'll end turn. Okay, so we got a error, it appears. All right, let's look at it. So my damage on the dancing blade let's think about this. We have I think I see the problem. But who is that? I heard the Sophie treat. Brent, good morning. Evening, night, day. Oh, I did it without switching over. Hold on. I messed up. You are first between you and Banuch. Homeless beat you to it. So, homeless doesn't count. Then yes, you are first. Here's some. All right. There you go. All right. What I think caused that error is this. But before we go attempting to fix it, let me show you, Brent, since you're here, where I'm at with some stuff. All right. Waiting for OBS to pull up the game. There we are. All right. I can hit P, right? That'll give me the first 3 quests, basically bringing me all the way to level 3. Because it not only it completes the quest for you, but it acts like you killed all the enemies to complete that, right? So it gives me all the XP, brings me to level 3. But now I can hit K, and it brings me into the skill point. I made it so that it exits the light system while in the skill tree, so you don't see those circle rings anymore. And I have 2 skills that I can use. Right, so we have health boost, which boosts your overall health by 10 points. And we have Dancing Blades, which is an AoE attack that will target all enemies at once. So I still need to move some of this stuff up a little bit, and the titles are still a little big. Now, I may need to change the font. Well, let's do that. Let me change the font size. And let's see if that will fix some of it. I have it set to a 12. We make it a 10. Right? And run it. You should link up the extra AP as a late game skill. Yeah. All right. We're back in. We hit P, gain all that stuff, right? We hit K. That made it worse. Now you can't read this very well. So cancel that. Let's go back to 12. I'll get this font thing down at some point. All right, back into the game. We'll give ourselves level 3. Come here. Okay, so the font looks better at a 12 size, right? But yeah, we'll have to fix that, the titles at some point. But we get the first one, right? So you gain 10 HP, and now you have Dancing Blades. So we'll go in, we'll go to a combat. And you can see we're at 50 health now. So it gave us 10. All right, so we have all enemies, right? We go to attack, we go to special. This will probably get moved over here, but Dancing Blades allows you to attack them all at once. Yeah, I was probably on working on game stuff like another 6 hours yesterday, probably even more after stream. So the other thing, all right, we'll have to end turn because I have a slightly broken thing. But it's getting there, right? So attack, special. Oh, there's the bug. All right, there's another one. So that is this. And I think I know how we're going to fix it. We're going to change up some stuff. Let's just rewrite a couple things here. See, target X, variable T, Y, target Y. Because then we have variable damage equals use percent or target HP here. So now that we said that, this isn't grayed out anymore, and I think that may fix it. Take damage. We need to change this to underscore TX, this to underscore TY. Minus 20. We set it. We're setting a depth. Let's just create object damage number, which is the floating numbers that appear. Damage amount round damage. All right, let's try it again. It's getting there, right? I struggled a little bit with the skill stuff yesterday, but I did get it. So we're all good there, right? All right, we'll give ourselves up to level 3. No, maybe it's not working. All right, I brought myself to level 3. I am already at 50 HP. And if I use this, just the HP boost, I should be at 60. But it didn't work. Right. You like how the game is shaping up? Thanks. Yeah, it's not, no worries. I value your input, so I always try to make sure you have access into one of the betas or whenever I try to get it out. But yeah, if you're busy, don't worry about it. No, that did not work. I was at 50 because I already increased myself to level 3. So I was brought to 50. But when I used the skill, it did not. So let me open up Oh, what's it called? This? Yeah. I have it constant 10. There was another term and I couldn't, okay, so I couldn't remember how to do this in the skill tree builder. I remembered it and I typed it here. Yeah, so I couldn't remember how to change it or figure that out. But I was like, oh, plus 10, constant 10. It needs to be something else. So what you would do is all right, well, while we're out here, 7 and all right, I'm just verifying all this. Yeah, like I said, I typed this in here, but I got this one to work. When you have your character's max HP, add stat bonus get total HP. Where I have my character's max HP. So like on my player, right here. Because I think I remember this. Did I change anything? Hold on. I don't think I have max HP. No. I have total HP. And that is set right there. So add your character's HP. Where I have my character's max HP, add stat bonus get total. So I'm typing that in the player. I'm just gonna write it out first, and then we'll look at it. Stat bonus get total HP plus 10. Like, although that is a create event, so it will not work as intended because it won't be checking the stat bonus. True. I don't remember. We had it working before, and I don't remember what we did. I probably should have looked. I think I just overwrote it, and didn't really look, because I don't think was it constant, or was it an increase? Something here, instead of it being constant, it was something else. I just can't remember what it was. All right. In the meantime, I was able to get these two to work, so, roughly. At least Dancing Blades is working. So I'm going to go back and check it and see if the stuff that we just changed here works for it. And then we'll come back and figure out the health stuff. I feel like it is already hot in here. Oh, we changed it. All right, so now list item array is the error message. Let me get my notes open. Let's put this down here. All right, so that had to have changed when we did this, so it doesn't like it. Because if I run it now, I think it'll be okay. Yeah. All right, let's go back in. We're going to go here. We'll hit P, make ourselves level 3. It sounds, but it doesn't activate, but this one activates. Right? And now we'll come in and do an attack. Attack, special, there. No, it still won't let me. All right. Yeah. Yeah, it won't let me, so I have to end turn to let it to resync, and then we go to attack, and then I can do all the any attack again. Now, when you finish a battle, you have a chance for a treasure chest to show up. Right? So when it drops, you press E, it opens, a little coin goes up with the amount that you got. The gold disappears, and then after, I don't know, 6 seconds, the whole thing disappears. So I got that working yesterday too. And right now it's only doing copper that it gives you, but it's in an array of an array, and I can put different items in there, and there'll be a chance that you'll get one of those things. All right, so Brent, you sent me stuff. This goes just above the stat bonus. The stat bonus in the player. So right here. Or are we talking in the skill tree here? Nope, in the skill node. Okay. I kind of started figuring that once I saw the brackets. So, like that. Oh, remove the old bracket. All right, hold on. found identifier value instead. Context. That's how I have it here. If I take this, hold on. What am I missing? 1, 2, I was here. Oh, comma, 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 and comma. All right, I fixed it. So now, I figured it out. Sorry. So before, where you used set, now you're using add. True. And this is how I did this one. For some reason. All right, let me take. Do I need this? I can take this out now, right? Like that. All right, let's run it. Dancing Blade is a global, which is much safer than instance, because if the object player doesn't exist when you do this, it won't work. And yeah, it should be fine. All right. Maybe it's last words. We'll just run it. All right, we are at 40. We go to 50. We hit this. We makes all the noise. It uses up a skill point. And it says we are at 60. Look at that. All right, we're working. So we should also add 10 to the current HP too. Yeah, it should heal you all the way up when you use that. Like, activate that skill. Basically, all right, let's go back into here. Let's go to the skill tree. All right. So basically just copy the struct again, but use HP instead of HP total. So put a comma at the end of this one. Why is it way over there? All right, but now instance add instead of HP total, it was just HP, right? Because now we're adding 10 just to the base HP. I think that's right. I'm just going to run it. Yeah. I don't remember, Brent, if you are a Turkish coffee fan, but we found a new Turkish coffee store to go to, coffee shop. And so we're gonna go there today after my stream, and we're really looking forward to it. All right, so we're at 40. Now we're at 50 because we used all our stuff. Go here. Hit this. Come back out, and we're at 60, 60. You're not a coffee fan, but you're more of a chocolate milkshake kind of guy. Those are good. Milkshakes are good. I don't have them very often, but they are good. Yep. Successful skill upgrade. Right? The only thing I'm still having some problems with is the way this one works. But it's not a skill issue. It's a coding in the damage, or the way the attacking stuff works, right? I don't know if you saw that I added a XP bar here for the player, so you can see your XP where you're at. All right, so we do special. There. It attacks all enemies at once. But now, here's my problem. I can target, but it will not let me attack. Right? So I have to hit end turn to do it. So if we hit this and I come back out of it, it goes through the enemy's turn, back to my turn. I can now do it again or use individual attacks. Right? But I cannot attack again. Can I defend? Oh, okay. I can defend. If I use defend. Oh, that let me do it. All right. Okay, so I can use defend. All right, let's end turn. Well, let's just do this and let's find another combat. All right, there's my treasure chest. It drops. You press E. There is some sound to it. It's just very low. But now we have a new copper coin. Chest empties and the chest goes away. And it went in here. I think. Let's go find another one. All right, this one has 5. So, attack, special, dancing blade. Hits all the enemies. Cannot do this, cannot do that. I can defend. And that works. So attack, special. Well, I killed everybody. All right. I'm at 25 copper. Oh, and I redid my copper, silver, and gold sprites. I'm at 43. All right. Here. I'm liking the dancing blades. I hear a dungeon. Yes, I do. I'll join. Oh, so yesterday we increased the volume of the music. Is the music too loud on your end to be able to hear like the sound alert stuff or me talking? All right. So now I can't do this. I can do defend. I don't have enough AP, but we'll do this. Oh, and I noticed I still have to add in the special attack. Dancing Blade does not affect focus. So I need to tie that in for it. All right, we'll do this. Oh, wait, that one worked. What? That's weird. All right, let's find another combat. Your audio is fine, music plus voice. Background alerts are noticeably louder, but not too loud, in your opinion. All right, let me lower the alerts just a little bit, because I did increase that. So now, I don't know, let me find the coffee break one.
Yeah, well, that means another coffee break.
It sounds low to me, but I have the music's going. I got everything a little louder on my end. So,
hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
That one I hear.
Hello there. Another happy landing.
I think it's fine. All right. This heavy attack. Nope. Nope. It did not work this time. Defend. Light attack. The high ground. That's it. You have the high ground. It is one of my favorite hello there's that I have found. Oh, it let me there. That's weird. But all right. And I can't move. I'm stuck on the chest. Okay, now I can move. Sounds good in your honest opinion, but you just watched the stream while working on your stuff, so it doesn't matter. I gotcha. You would just adjust the volume on your end if you thought I was too loud. Okay. I hope you're having a good morning, Kelvar. Right. Overall, I think that's working well, right? Yeah, and like I said, here, we'll close this. Or actually, these are all redone, right? Let me think about that. That's an item data. There. Turn them all off so I don't start with the items. I think the beta that you have, Brent, has all those items on you. So you could be able to turn them in quickly to test it too. Each one if you wanted. All right. Working on our sheeps. We have sheep shears, poleaxes, coming along pretty good with stuff. Like I said, I added some new sprites yesterday. I added a whole bunch of sprites actually, but in here, this is where I was putting the new sprites for the skills. In jewels and gems, I have a whole bunch of jewels and gems, but this is where I'm using the coins for the copper, silver, and gold. Yeah, and I added some new items into the witch category, so I'll be working on that. Yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along. Not bad so far. You're just looking to an asset, or you're just looking at an asset you have in GameMaker to see what you can do with it. Excellent. I do that all the time. I spend way too much time staring at like game assets. But I do the same thing. I'll be like, oh, I have this. I don't know, whatever this is, fireplace. What can I do with the fireplace, right? The campfire. And just trying to figure out where it fits. Yeah. Anyways, I see the incoming ad break in about a minute. And when it happens, because it will, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to grab some more coffee, uncover Arwen. You know, maybe the fireplace could be a save area. True. It was in Pixel Warrior. But right now, what I have is it saves automatically between the rooms. So it does have a save system now, right? So if I hit here, I can save game and load game. And if I go in here, it has a saving point that auto saves it. Because now it's saved right there. But ads are here. So I'm going to take that beer right back. I will see everybody in a few minutes. Get up, stretch, do what you need to do. And we'll continue in just a few. So hang tight. Right. We're back. And good morning, Jeepin. It's been a sort of productive morning, right? Although it feels already warm in here. It's going to be another hot day outside. It's already about 75 degrees out, and it's going to be another 100 degree. So it'll be a hot one. All right. So our issue that we were having was the skill. What? Can I help you? Huh? Our issue that we were having was the pressing E stuff. So I think we're going to go into our battle thing. We're going to try to find I think this is it right here. You had a thought regarding the engine if you plan to make more skill nodes. Yeah. So right now there's 2, right? And then I don't know. I was planning at least a decent number, right? For this version of the thing. So as I come across or come up with ideas on what should be next, I'll be introducing them. I probably want maybe 1 or 2 more on that node level, and then some more. When you are running effects that do things like set and add, but instead of those, you could simply tell the engine to run a function that you make. And by running a function, you can do any number of things you want. True. And Calvar, near perfect day in the Northeast, mid 80s, no humidity. Nice. We hardly ever have real humidity here because the desert, right? But it is going to be about 100 today. So there is that. Okay. So I think my issue with this, so after I use a special attack, it won't let me press E because it's based on last pending attack. Well, so Dancing Blades doesn't match it, right? But let's run some stuff again. All right. We need to give ourselves to level 3. We'll come in. We'll come here. We'll hit K. Give ourselves 10 extra HP and the Dancing Blade. Okay, again. So we're at 60 HP now. But, all right, attack, special, dancing blade. And I can't go back. So I'm pretty sure that's the issue, right? Because it works here. If I do light attack, E. Light attack, E. Yeah. So last pending attack is what it's using. Well, because if I do this, it attacks them all at once. But now I can't do this. So we defend, come out of it, and it works. Yeah. I think that's it. We're going to try to find Dancing Blade. All right, let me close this. You can see what I'm looking at. I think we need to change this at some point. But to confirm, we're going to at the top of the step event. Or no, wait. Wrong way. Let's do is targeting plus string. My string of is instance exist object battle player object battle player is targeting and then oops. What else do I want to put in there? Derm, welcome in. How you doing today? I don't know. GM. Did you get a chance yesterday to work on any of the GameMaker stuff for you? And if so, what'd you come up with? All right, plus string instance exist. Let's do oops. Object player object battle player Doing well in you. I'm doing well. Your game is German, but you can call. Oh, your name is German. You like Ger. Okay. So is it German or Germain? This is a really long debug thing. Object, all right. String, instance, object, battle player is targeting. No player can act. Instance, battle player. Do it again here. We have object, battle player can act. No player. All right, you followed your advices, and today you did the Space Rocks tutorial. Nice. And now you're trying to follow the RPG tutorial. Excellent. I think those are very good ones. And the what Jermaine's talking about is, I think I still have it here, was make your own arcade game in 15 minutes, right? It's a very easy walkthrough, simple mechanics to make your character move. And then you have the RPG one, which is this one. All very good stuff. Yep. All right, let's run this and see if this captures all the info that I think I need. So, how did the Space Rocks come out? Did it turn out all right? All right, let's go here. Give ourselves level 3. And attack, special, dancing blades. All right, so we have to end turn. It was easy, to be honest, because you've watched videos about GameMaker before. Excellent. And now you're learning about tiles and collisions. Yes, I use tiles. When I design my world, it's all tiles. All right. All right, so it's not capturing anything. We're going to defend. We'll do this. And the treasure chest open. All right. Let's... So we got is targeting, can act 0, 1, check reference -4, so it doesn't see it. Okay, I think it. All right. Yeah, tiles and collisions. That's a big one, right? There's multiple ways to do collisions with tiles. You can code it where, like here, I do colliders, so move and collide with a category inside the collider. And with that, it won't work. Like, it won't let it through. That's usually the best way I do it for the tiles. But you can do all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Some of it, when I do stuff, is also all this, like these grayed out black lines that you see are collisions that you can't go through. So I don't have to worry about doing it on all the tiles. So. And it gives me a little more control sometimes. All right. What I think I need to do is, let's check confirm attack. If can act and is not targeting, exit. There. So I think after this is where I think my problem is, though. I think it becomes, how do I paint the black walls? I make the black walls. So they are an object. Right? And I overlap them. And I put it exactly where I want it. So it's just an object with a that's not visible, right? And when the walls have a parent for collision, and in the player, I tell it my collision is with parent wall collision. So it's one of the things I do with it, right? So that way these all get blocked and you can't walk through it. Now, trees and stuff use a different style collision, but that's a good start. Like, moving collide and colliders is a good way to get started. That RPG tutorial will show you that, like show you this way. All right, let me close that. All right, we're going to start a battle. We're going to try this again. I am chasing a bug, something not working that is giving me a little bit of problem, but so we're gonna do start a battle, attack, then back. All right, so hitting escape takes me back. Open up attack, light attack, heavy attack. All right, so My issue is if I use the special attack, it's preventing me from doing any more. So, but if I do end defend and come here, it'd do it. Yeah, it's got to be like the last attack. It seems worth it when you have enough enemies. Brent, why don't we talk the special? I mean, when you're fighting rats, you're not normally going to have it, right? At this level, you should only be a level 1. But yeah, let's do that. Let's just get out of this one. We'll open up a treasure chest, and I had heard that, Homeless, the stinkiness came from the treasure chest. I know. Oh yeah, it's a bug. Here, let's do this, and we'll watch the AP. So we have 6 AP, right? We're gonna do a special attack, which is 4. Right? It's a big cost. It uses 4 action points. It attacks all the enemies at once, including the second row. Right? I have 2 action points left. I should be able to do a light attack or a heavy attack, but it's not letting me. If we hit yeah, so it doesn't let me. It lets me do defend for 1, and then it resets it and lets me do another attack. But so defend, it now reset this for some reason, and I can do 1 final action. It's just one of those things. We'll figure it out. Because now I can end turn, and on my next turn, everything works again. Yeah. So it's pending, like last pending attack type stuff, right? Or pending attack. So if I hit light attack and I attack, I can hit it again and it'll just repeat the light attack. But it's because of the other attack, right? But I have to click, like, somewhere I have it mislabeled, and it's just not allowing me to activate these other ones. So battle target, I'm pretty sure it's pending attack and last pending attack. But Dancing Blades won't let me use another attack in the same turn. Yeah. Yeah, it's separate somehow. Oh, let's turn off. Oh, I went the wrong way. Let me turn off this. I'm going to add another one in light attack. Well, I think we're going to go... I'm kind of close on this one. Let's get rid of this. Last target. No, we're going to call it light attack. Called last target. Then we have plus. Oh, I need a plus. Plus string last target. What else do I want? I think plus about exists. Okay. Whoops. There. Plus string instance exist last target. One green. For here, I need one more. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. All right. So now we're gonna run it, and then we'll try to do the special attack. We'll try to do a light attack and see if it recognizes what it is. All right, this will be good. We have attack, special, dancing blade. We go to light attack, hit E. Light attack, hit E. It is not recognizing the light attack, right? So let's close that. My check references are -4, but it's seeing light attack, so it is in fact calling it correctly. So the function fires fine. But I think the problem is happening. I don't know. I don't know. I think we'll take a break on it. Let me close this, close that out. And let's check a few other things. Oh, I think I know what I was gonna do. I'll do. I was gonna make it so there's a little campground right here, right? I may still have a campground, but not the one I was going to make. I was going to make it so that if at some point an NPC shows up, and that NPC will heal you if you need it, right? But I think instead of it being right here, I think I'll redesign this, and you have to use complete, I don't know, some sort of quest, or convince somebody in the pub or whatever to go fix this, right? And if they fix it, maybe the camp is down in here, and once it opens it up, the healer then arrives. I think that might be kind of neat. Yeah, that might work. Because right now in the tavern, let's see, I have Arlock having some extra information. That has, yeah, extra information about the story, or essentially the corruption that is affecting the marsh and the bottom part of the ancient forest there. Although he's there from the start, I need some way for him not to be, and maybe he doesn't show up until after you clear the tree from the ancient forest so you can get into it. Okay. Well, let's work on some tile stuff. Well, I continue to think about the Dancing Blade issue. So, oops. We'll move that one. We'll move that one. We'll move that for right now. All right. Let's just turn that off, actually. Turn off the wall. So we have ancient forests. I need to do the walls. Some of that. All right. Ancient forest top. Some of this is not on the right layer, but that's all right. Then Ancient Forest Middle. Then we'll do Ancient Forest Bottom. Okay. Well, over here should be on Ancient Forest top. Because it should look like this. And we'll do a curve there, right? So we're going to make it so that it goes straight across. And Sophie treat from Jermaine. Thank you. There she is. All right, let's switch to Sophie camera for a minute. You ready? Go lay down. Thank you for the Sophie treat. She appreciates it. She lives for the treats. By the way, she is in my game. She's right here. And you can go and pet her, and the character gives her a treat in the game. All right. Let's see. We need to clean this up a little bit. But the water, which is right there, is on a lower... it's on this one. Well, she is like 9.5 or so, roughly. A little over 9. Well, maybe we don't need it all the way like this. Maybe I can just do some water like that. That might clean this up a little bit. Like that. That makes it look a little better, I think. So this water is there. All right, here we are. Yeah, she's a good dog. She's, like I said, a little over 9. She's a mix. Big and fluffy. Yeah, she's a Australian Shepherd Gordon Shetland mix with maybe 1 or 2 other in there. There we are. Oh yeah, 100%. Her and Arwen are the kids. Arwen, the now 5-year-old Quaker parrot, it's quite a handful, for sure. All right, so we want now to go up here. Well, is it on middle? Okay. Let's... If we do this, we'll kind of close it in, right? Go there. And if we do that, there. That will make it so that this is closed off and you can't get in here. So we need what? Let's work on this top corner. Okay. Did you see Soulbound Online? It's a MMORPG made with GameMaker. I have not seen this. But that looks really good. I would play that. Oh, you can play a demo now. All right, so the demo is out. You can play this, and that's cool. That'll be another big game. I consider it kind of like a big game, right? But you can put it. It helps with GameMaker, because normally you find GameMaker games in GX.games, right? Everything on here is GameMaker. Everything. GX .games is GameMaker stuff. So it's nice to see another GameMaker game going onto Steam. Oh, really? I thought it was just GameMaker stuff. Maybe they expanded it. Well, I haven't been on here in a while either. So I don't know. Maybe they do. Because I know GameMaker makes it really easy to port to it. So I can just put my game up there real quick. So I just assumed it was just GameMaker games. But Unity or Godot, that's cool. Yeah, I'm probably 100% wrong on it then. That's all. I just assumed it was all... Oh, I don't know. I would assume... Or I thought it was just all GameMaker stuff. Because they own it. Right? Well, Opera owns it. But, like... there's... And you see the ads for... Obviously, for GameMaker inside there a lot. How do we see... GX Store? What's that? Yeah. Miniature games. Oh, these are like mods. New update game jams, indie adventure. Is there a way to search for like games based on the engine? I don't know. Yeah, okay, I can't. All right. That's what I was trying to do. I was like, can I filter it? But I'm assuming like there might be. I don't know. Anyways, we'll say a lot of the games. How's that? A lot of the games. Oh wait. Here. Block Shop made by Fullbox. I believe it was Godot, not GameMaker. Godot. Yep. So there are other engines on there. A majority of the games, though, are GameMaker because you can just click a button and port it straight into GX games. Yeah. Yeah, it would. But at least we identified there are other engines on here. Right? Yeah, and like I said, I can just click here, switch it to GX. Well, you can sort of see it. There's a button like right here. Switch it to GX Games, and now I just port it straight into it. All right. We were trying to fix or change here. So this has something over top of it. Okay. Ancient Forest Middle. There we are. So let's if I do this, I need it in that corner. So I need it one lower, like that. And I think that'd be okay. Sure. Be right back here. Going to continue with the tutorial. Excellent. Okay, so now we have that. Can we do another ramp here? Maybe like that. But I would like it up higher, I think. So it'll be there. Right? So then I need to go this level right there. Maybe not. Maybe it'll just be here. And then we just do this there. All right. Who was that? Pinooch. Good morning. Coming in with the Sophie treat. And here she comes. Sit. There we are. I appreciate it. She appreciates the Sophie treat. So thank you for that. How are you doing this morning? And stinkiness. Yeah, it happens. You overslept, but it feels good. At first, I thought you said it feels good because of the fart. And I was like, well. But it was just homeless. You know, the Sunday morning toots. You got to get them out, you know? Of course, for me, I had like acid reflux most of the night. It was terrible. But that was my fault. We had pepperoni pizza last night that had like extra pepperoni on it, so extra grease. And then of course, you know, I had like the Kraken rum. So I had some of that and it just didn't sit. It was like, nope. All right. That is the new entry right there, but we're going to fix right here now. So, let's see. Oh, maybe we can add another cave in here too. I'm just thinking, but like, maybe we could do that. That might be kind of neat. Doesn't quite line up, but I think we can get it, right? So, yeah, we'll get it to fit in there. It's all right. Anyways, let's finish with this. So, we have it coming down. We need it to turn. Bring it out like this. Maybe bring it out like that far. Do a turn. There. Bring it down. It does feel good though, homeless, to release the pressure. True. Sometimes you know you just got to. All right, I think we could do this. We're gonna have to redo this. And this is on here. So now we're on forest top, right? We'll curve it. Like that. Because then over here, we're going to do this. There we are. Yeah. Like, this will be like a nice little hidden oasis type place. Yep. So now we need to fix right there. And that turns... like this. Straight into this. It is challenging sometimes to get all the right layers hooked up. And I wasn't paying attention. It is an ad break. So, get up, stretch, do what you need to. I'm going to stand up, take a quick, be right back. And then we're going to come back in here and get into some of this again for a little bit. All right, hang tight. All right, I'm back. We have a little bit of time left on the ads. So let's talk some game stuff. I'm going to add this to my library. Who's there? Jeepin? Thank you for doing the dungeon. I missed it. I missed it. But this was just pointed out to me that this game called Soulbound here is a GameMaker game. And it's on Steam. So it's in early access. You can get the demo. It's going to be a MMORPG, right? Or 3-player co-op. So it looks pretty cool. I want to check it out. I always like it when GameMaker games are make it their way onto Steam. All right. Anybody come in and draw or do anything? But no, we just have our hello cats. Right? We got our little streamer one saying hello, chat. Somebody drew a cat yesterday, and I just liked it, so I kept it. It was cool. All right. Are we back? Yeah. Lots of new. What is going on with Unreal this week, Kelvar? I am not keeping up with Unreal. So tune us all in. You did? I didn't know who did it. I was like, oh, I knew the flower, but I was like, okay, so I just put it with it. So now it's part of the hello stuff in the morning. All right, we need this. So this isn't going to work there. But I think we can curve it there and take this across. Like that. There. That... It works. It works. This is going to be a new little zone that you're going to unlock by having the bridge fixed. So... it's getting there. Right? Unreal 5.8 Blueprints is now deprecated. Oh, okay. And the introduction of lore, open source competitor to Git. Oh. So it introduced lore, huh? And that's made by Unreal? Unreal lore. Or is it just lore? Let's see what we can come up with. Lore is the next generation open source version control created by by Epic Games. It was announced at the State of Unreal keynote. Nice. Probably doesn't have a site yet. But that is cool, right? One of the weaknesses of Git is handling of incremental changes to large binary files like 3D models. True. Yeah. Oh, all right. All right, where... Maybe we just redo all this here. Right? There. That's cool. I will have to check out more about it. I mean, I use Git just like everybody else, but like, you know. If there was another alternative, that would be nice. And the studios presumably create their own internal GitHub. Oh, okay. That would be neat. Stinkiness. Yeah, exactly, Arwen. It was stinky. Yep. R1 is like, it stunk. I hate to tell you, but it stunk. Alright. We want this. There. What, Arwen? Yeah. See that. Then let's change that. Oh wait, why is that? Oh, we have something under it. All right. So now we'll have this, a little walkway there. And I think we're going to redo all this and just make the water a little bigger there. So that's not it. That looks like it. Right? And for work, you use GitLab. You can think of as very similar to GitHub. Yeah, I use GitHub now. GitLab I've used. True. With the AAA stuff, yeah. All right, let's check this out. So we have a couple things we do need. Let's move this to there. And we want this to be on the top now. Maybe. If we bring it down, well, oh, maybe we could just do this. And close it off like that. You might use lore. Not a fan of Unity version control as it is a paid option. Oh, okay. I mean, it sounds like it might be a viable option, right? So, it might be worth looking into. All right, now I think I need this, but it's not quite gonna make it look nice. So let's cheese it again. We'll just do this. Okay. And we'll put something here, I guess. It doesn't really. I mean, it kind of gives me that. I guess could work. That looks like it might work. Right? Not enough. So it is forever hard trying to figure out stuff that fits. Oh, that might work. It's close enough. There we are. There we go. That works pretty good. All right, now we can go down to here and find the water. Right, and we just have water here. So what is this layer on there? All right. There we are. I think that might work. I gotta fix whatever's going on up here, but I think it's fine. There. So yeah, this area is going to be a new little section that will open up once you get the bridge fixed. And I don't really have buildings or anything for like a fishing village, do I? Well, we have desert tile sets. Let's look here in the harbor. We have ships. This provides a little... What is this? Just more harbor stuff, but a dock would be useful, right? So we could have a dock coming out that looks like it's like a little fishing area. This is just boats. Yeah, we can make it like a tiny little harbor place. And maybe throw in some tiny ships. So, let's make new tile area. We're going to call it Tile Harbor. Upper. We'll need a lower Tile Harbor lower. And then we attach the tile set. To harbor. And we do the same one. And then I think we need a one right here called Tile Harbor Ships. And on this tile ships. All right. So what I think is going to get done, and maybe we'll fix this here too. Right? Or not. Is it on this one? A little bit. Where is... Oh, it's on that. Interesting. All right. There. Okay. So, we'll come back in here. We move this up a little bit, so it's up there. I think it go there. Right? And we'll take this. So I want that one. Okay. And we'll do that. Make it look like it's deeper. There. Now we're going to split harbor upper up here. Well, that might be not as nice as I was thinking, but yeah, I might be able to turn this into like a little harbor area. I don't know. I kind of would like these. Let's do it on here. So we should harbor little middle. So why? Oh, that's weird. All right. Interesting. All right. Nothing like not having the right stuff where you want it. Now we're switching to there. And it should be like that. But then we can say harbor lower. That doesn't quite fit either. Bummer. I don't know. It may take a little bit of work to get the harbor all set up in here. Well, it's not really like a harbor. My idea is this. Like, I want a dock. Then I want tiny boats. Right? Like that. Because then yeah, something like this, right? So it looks like you could get into the fishing ones. But this is all going to need to be restructured a little bit. And like I said, this is going to be some sort of new little zone. It's just on its own, right? So you'll fix the bridge that's right here. So you'll get that fixed. Then you'll be able to, once that's fixed, the person returns to here, and you'll be able to, I don't know, buy fish or go fishing or something. But like, yeah. And I was thinking maybe the camp, well, maybe I'll just leave the camp where it is, or just move it more over here. Yeah. We just need to figure out how I'm doing this, and I think I got an idea. So, whoops. Yeah. We come up in here, right? And we turn it. Maybe right there. And we do that. And then this, I think, is... we need to get rid of that. And that one. Yep. All right. So I think then we can turn right here into a step up area and maybe have it right there. Yep. All right. Yep. So if we come back to here, and we put it right there, I think that's okay. We drag that. So do a little turn, maybe turn it up. Go there, and we want it to turn the other way. So it needs to be this. Okay. So now we have this. There we are. What is going on right there? All right, we want this will be middle. We can have this like that. All right, so now it is layered. And then I think we could do a small step up. No. Let's just do a This is always a hard part, right? But I think I got it. We're going to do this. And that will be okay there. And that'll be okay there. So... And we'll worry about like this part here in the middle later, but so now I can come into Harbor Lower. Nope. Yep. And we can do this. Or because I don't have the dock, I think that's fine. And we'll have two there. Or hold on. Right? But then if we bring this all the way out, that looks all right. Not quite. So what I think I need is this to be on an upper like that. And then here we want water like that. There. Now we have a little dock section with some boats and everything else. So I think that's good. All right, let's fix the ground. On the ground, that should be the utmost lowest piece, right? So we'll put this in here. Okay. Now here. Well, or not. What color is this marsh? It's like that. All right. So I feel like that's the bottom. Right? So we turn off the bottom. We need to fix this. That should be on upper. It is hard when you set something up and then you're like, you know what? I'm going to change how that is working. So this and this need to be changed. So this is on upper there. Right? Where or which one of these ramps? Oh, it's this one. Yeah, we're going to fix that. So then the middle can be this, that, there. One of these. All right. So now we have that. We need to work right here. These should be on the absolute bottom. And that works. And right middle. I think we changed that. What is this? Oh. It needs to be that. And then on the lower one, you know what? Let's make this be like that one, so that we can have this like that. Okay. There we are. Now, I think that looks pretty good. At least right up here. Right? And we can come here and go like this. Let's bring it out. Down. And we'll turn it. Like that. Okay. So, we have that fixed. We need to fix right here, and then I think we're done with this. Put it like this. We want it to turn. There. Right? And then we have harbor lower. We can grab some materials. And we do it on harbor upper. Well, which one do I want? How about this? Let's see that. Like a little fishing net. You can go there. Well, that's... We can buy that one here. We can do one there. This one doesn't need to be that big. But we need our harbor dock brought back to there. And there we are. So now we have a new little section that will open up once the player comes in and clears out this, right? So the only other problem we're going to have is, not that. It's way up here. Is this. So now we need to come in here and move some of this around. Probably don't need all those big ones there, right? We can go like this. And there. That should be all right. Got one. Whoops. That doesn't need to be there. We can just move it. Right? Yep. And then these guys we'll take out. So there we have it. I might be able to take this. There. At least for now, I think that'll work. All right. Well, let me save that. Let's update some stuff here. We'll go there. Well, it is almost 10 to 10. I think we're going to go ahead and stop. I want to get cleaned up just a little bit because Jeepin and I are going to a new coffee place. Well, it may have been there for a little while, but it's new to us, right? And looking forward to it. So we're gonna go to the coffee shop, and it's a Turkish coffee shop, and we're looking forward to it. I just like Turkish coffee is just really good. All right, let's see who is still on right now, and we can switch. Let me turn off that music. Sunday mornings for game dev kind of hit miss sometimes. Let me see who is in. Oh, I found a GameMaker game dev on first thing in the morning, and it'll be good. So let's go raid Treehouse Fire and get it started, right? So I hope everyone has a great day. I don't think I'm going to be on tomorrow morning because my meetings are kind of changed a little now. And yeah, so this week it'll only be these 2 days. Next week we'll see. But for right now, at least it's only going to be yesterday and today, right? But it'll give me a chance to go through some stuff. So the other thing is Jeepin's going to be streaming today. I think if we can get a couple of people together, we're going to do that chameleon game, which just looks like a lot of fun. It's co-op and you got to hide, hunter, prey type stuff. And it looks really funny and fun. Otherwise, I'm not quite sure what she's playing, but she will be streaming later today. So, I appreciate it. Mecha Chameleon, that's it. Hopefully we can get some people and play that. But she will be on later today in just a couple hours here. So I appreciate everyone for being here. Thank you so much. And I will check you all later. Let's go say hi to Treehouse, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.